and then we'll get right back down to business. I get so excited when I get the chance to talk to people because I live with me and a little Chihuahua, and I talk to her all the time, but she just never talks back. And okay, we are live. Give me 2 seconds. Make sure we are live on YouTube. And we are. Let me turn that off so we don't get the feedback there. Can everybody still see my screen? Because we're going to get started here. Everybody see my screen okay? Judy Craigo, you see my screen okay? She's my English teacher. Okay, awesome. So number one, how do we talk to business owners? What do we do when we go out and talk to business owners? I will be the first to tell you that going out talking to people blind, not with a pre-appointment set, is hard to do. I'm blessed. I like to talk, okay? But I'm very shy and I'm very introverted. And I know that's you're probably thinking, oh, there's no way, Kerry. It's easy to talk behind a microphone, okay? It's easy to sit here and do this. Put me on a stage in front of 10,000 people and I got sweat pouring off of me and I have to have 16 glasses of water in front of me. And it's just a different environment. Let me walk in and talk to a business owner and I'm scared to death. Okay. So understand that I understand how you feel. Understand. Let me turn this voice off right here. Okay. Understand that I'm no different than you are. I don't know of too many people other than maybe Zig Ziglar or Brian Tracy or somebody like that who could just absolutely walk in and sell anything to anybody. But, I've had a chance to sit down with Zig Ziglar and he was in the same boat we all are. It's hard to go out and talk to people and sell to people. So understand that we all are in that same boat. But how do we do that? What is the method that we use? I can tell you that the first thing you have to do is keep it simple. If you're not keeping it simple, then you're going to overcomplicate it. And I will tell you now, a confused customer is a customer who will not buy. Okay? A confused customer will not buy. So you have to keep it simple. And you cannot sell what you do not have. Could you imagine walking onto a car lot and this guy is trying to sell you a brand new STS Cadillac that's fully loaded. And he goes in and he tells you, man, it's red. It's beautiful. It's got beautiful tan leather interior. It's got this huge engine under the hood. And there's not a single car on the car lot. Yeah, you can kind of visualize it because you know what it looks like. And you can kind of smell the new car smell because you've smelt the new car smell before. But you'd really like to touch it and see if it really is what it really is. So I can tell you today, do not even attempt to go out and sell this product without having the product in your hand. I have a thing that I have done, and I've done this my entire sales life. It's called show and tell, show and sell. I do not walk in with a PowerPoint because I'm not selling PowerPoints. I don't walk in with a laptop because I'm not selling a laptop. I'm walking in with a device that works with what? A smartphone. So there is not a reason in the world, okay, not a reason in the world for me to walk in with something that I'm not selling. Does everybody agree with that? Would you want to walk in with something and do something with something that has no relevance to what you're doing at all? I think it's important that you walk in with a beacon, a beacon and a phone, because that's what you're going to use to demonstrate the product. And your virtual business app, which you already have. You have your virtual business app. You get that when you sign up. So you're going to walk in with your C6 beacon and your E2 beacon and your NFC card, and you're going to be able to demonstrate that. Now, if you're able to demonstrate that, and let me tell you the response when people see a URL pop up on their phone because you have the keychain beacon or you have the E2 beacon, depending on what you're selling. I would walk in with both of them, and we're going to talk about the applications of these two beacons over the next couple of weeks, because I want you to feel comfortable when you walk in with what you have. It would be nice if we could sit down for 12 hours and do everything at one time, but that's just not going to happen. So what we want to do is we want to walk in with the tools in our tool belt that we're going to use to help this business understand that we're here to show them a system that's going to help increase their footfall or foot traffic. I picked up footfall from a British friend of mine. That's what they use, and it's stuck in my brain. Footfall and traffic are the same thing. So we're there to help them increase their footfall, okay, to bring customers back in that they've spent a lot of money bringing in. And some customers will say, well, I don't need my old customers back. I need new customers. That's where they're totally wrong. Did you know that 60% of people that walk in a door will not walk back in for a couple of reasons? And we're going to talk about this over the next couple of weeks. I'm not going to go too deep in it, because there is no customer engagement. Zero customer engagement leaves a bad taste in people's mouth, and they do not come back. And you know what? That business spent a lot of money on those people, but in their minds, they don't see that. So it's our job as a marketing professional, as someone who is there to help them and show them to understand. You want to bring back those customers that you spent all that money on back into your store, because it's a heck of a lot cheaper. We can bring them technology that is literally pennies on the dollar for what they are already selling. But you cannot do that. You will not do that, and it's not going to happen if you do not have this starter package. Why do you need the starter package? For one, it's extremely inexpensive way to get the product, okay? It gives you everything that you need right here. And you need to have that when you walk in the door. If not, stay at the house, because you're not going to make any sales. You're going to get disappointed. People aren't going to have a clue what you're talking about. And there's nothing any worse in the world than doing what? Failing. Now, is every customer going to say yes? No, that's not going to happen. Okay. I was watching, I don't know if you know the story about Paul Mitchell, but I was watching some videos on Paul Mitchell and how Paul Mitchell started and how that evolved. And we're going to talk about this as we go in more into training over the time. But if you get a chance, go online and check out some Paul Mitchell videos on how Paul Mitchell got started and the sales techniques that were used. I've been doing that same thing for years. Show and tell, show and sell. And it works. It absolutely works. And Paul Mitchell's a multi-billion-dollar company, okay? So have the product. Put the product in your pockets. Put the product in your toolbox, in your tool belt. If you do not have these products, and I know some of you on here do, if you do not have these products and you're here today for the first time listening to what I'm saying, when you sign up, immediately go in and get this starter package. You have to have it. You have to be able to go out and show it. I say it again, keep it simple. Know what you are selling. Understand these products. These products are not difficult. This keychain beacon is always on. Now, I will tell you that in shipment, these keychain, and I have found this out over the last week, these keychain beacons, sometimes the battery will unseat, okay? This just snaps open and snaps closed. When you get this, open it up, reseat the battery. When I say reseat, take it out and put it back in. Close it down. Make sure the little blue light comes on when you put the battery in. The little blue light will flash right here above this key dongle. This beacon right here will come with 4 AA batteries. It has 4 AA batteries in it. Right here is a little switch. There's a video online that shows you how to turn this beacon on. This is a little switch. Hold it in for about 4 seconds. There will be a steady blue light that comes on right above. Turn these beacons on and do not turn them off. Do not leave the house without these beacons. Do not leave the house without this beacon being turned on. You never need to turn these off once you get them. The battery in this one E2 right here is going to last about 10 years. Okay? That's the battery life of the E2 on normal use. The keychain beacon is about 9 months. If you live in the States, you're on here from the States, go to Ace Hardware, and you can get the batteries that go in here. I think it's 9 for $1.75. Okay, with tax, whatever your tax is in your area. So go ahead and get you a box of batteries. Okay, you're going to use this a lot. It's going to continually be with you. So in about 6 months or so, just to make sure that you don't forget, put it on your calendar. Change this battery every 6 months. You want to keep these with you. Why? Because you are transmitting the data on your virtual business app. If you want to go out and build your business and people to see what you're doing and understand what you're doing, and you want to make things happen, then what you need to do is make sure you have these tools transmitting what? Your information. And why do you want to do that? Because you are in business and this is what you're selling. These things right here, these are your go-tos, okay? These are your go-to products. This is what you're going to go out and sell. You're going to sell them a package that includes these products. What are you selling for yourself? You're looking for other people to do that, right? So you want to create a business with connections with people that you network with to bring them into the platform to be able to go in and go out and do the same thing that you're doing. Why? Because you're going to make a percentage of their sales. Isn't it great to be able to go out and duplicate ourselves and instead of there being one carry mailer, there being 20 carry mailers out there, and I am making money on every single thing they do. There is nothing any better in this world than a business that incorporates a recurring income model so that I get paid every single day. There's nothing better every month than getting $10,000 in my bank account that I worked on 6 months ago. And every month I get those checks into my account. That's what business is all about. Getting paid month after month after month for things that we did today. So that's the reason we created this affiliate marketing program, so that you can create a recurring income using these products that you're out showing and selling, okay? And you allows you the opportunity to do the same thing and show and sell other people who want to get in this industry. This is a booming industry. An absolute exploding industry. I've been in this industry for a year, and this industry isn't going anywhere. And it only gets bigger and it only gets stronger every single day. But I will tell you this, the strong will survive. Those who are out actually helping the small to medium businesses, those who are actually out doing it for the right reasons, creating a great income for themselves and creating that continual footfall or recurring income for businesses that are on the street. Find a product. Now, this is what I do. You can go out and sell multiple products. You can do that. But I have found this to be the easiest for me. Excuse me, let me grab I have found this to be easiest for me. Find and do something I am extremely good at. Know it backwards and forwards so that when I walk in and talk to someone, I'm not trying to have to remember that this is a 300-meter beacon that transmits out 1,000 feet with a 10-year battery. And or if I've got this and I add this to this, I don't have to remember that this is going out about 240 feet. It's got a 9-month battery. It's a key dongle. This one's waterproof. This one's not. I can find me a product, okay, that I can get extremely comfortable with. I can stand in a mirror with. I can demonstrate that product. I can hold it in my hand. I can walk through it. I can talk about the on-off switch, no on-off switch. I can put this one in my pocket. I put this in the front of my store. Find which one fits you the best. Okay. Judy Crago sent me an email right before, and I hope she don't mind me saying this. She sent me an email right before the training. She said, "Hey, I got a business, got a few questions." If I was going out and selling a business, okay, that's got vans on the street and they're out traveling, I would make sure that every one of my reps had one of these in their pocket and every one of my trucks had one of these attached to the dashboard. Why? Because that truck is going to be in multiple parking lots and setting on the street, okay, blasting out, 1,000 feet or you can even set it down to 500 feet. blasting that message out. And when my sales reps walk around, they've got this little keychain with them. When they walk in to eat dinner, when they go out with their families, when they go out on the weekends, when they go out to Home Depot, my business is being transmitted to every single person out there. And every one of my sales reps, every one of my representatives and service reps that are in the street are doing what? They are building my business. Why do they want to do that? Because they want more business, because they get paid commissions, or they get paid per service call, or they get paid on what they do. So everything kind of works together. Okay. So if I was going out and I was talking to the people that Judy was talking to, I would make sure that I had one of these on every truck, and I'd make sure that every single rep had one of these in their pocket, and I would get them a custom card, to a custom virtual business app, and they would have that package. Now, let me share something with you, and we haven't even talked about this, but if you go out and sell this pro package right here, okay, to a customer, and they get this virtual business app right here, this isn't going to say BP360. This will be your customer's logo, the same exact buttons. This isn't the custom Mobi app. We've got a custom Mobi app, but this will have their logo on it and their information in here. Okay, it's not going to say BP360. So they're going to get a custom virtual app. Okay, it's not the full-blown app, but it's a great business card for them to transmit through their site. All right. Now, if they want to upgrade, they can upgrade to the custom virtual business app. But when you go out and sell this and you're showing this, you can let them know, hey, listen, man, our designers are going to come in and they're going to put a custom logo here, and this is going to be custom colors to go with your logo. The buttons will be customized to colors to go with your logo, and you're going to be able to transmit your business card out to everybody. Everybody will see your business card, and everything's going to work to your advantage and do what? Exactly what your client has been wanting to do forever: drive footfall back into their business. They want somebody to click the call so that they can get their carpet cleaned, or so they can get their air conditioner worked on, or so that they can get their yard mowed, or so that somebody will come out and clean their gutters, or someone will come out and sweep their chimney. Okay, the service industry is prime for this. Absolutely prime, because every truck needs a beacon and every sales rep needs a beacon. All right. Does everybody follow me? And I know that right now my adrenaline is like through the roof, because I love nothing more than sales. Sales is the lifeblood of our industry, and sales is your lifeblood, because it increases what? Your revenue. And that's what we want. So figure out the products you want to sell. Figure out how to sell these two products. There's times where you need this. There's times when you need this. What market are you going after? And we're going to talk about niches as we go over the next couple of weeks. Fortunately, we do this twice a week, so that helps a lot. This is my opening line, and it's been my opening line absolutely my entire life. I do this when I'm not even out selling, and because it has become such a habit of mine. I like to go in and I like to get to know my customer before I ever start selling him. Now, some people will say, go in, get to it, make your pitch. And if they want it, great. If they don't, great, move on. That's not the way I am. Okay. I make sales today to people I talked to 3 or 4 years ago. They call us and say, hey, we talked. You probably don't remember me. I've got your card on my phone, and I really want one of these. Okay. So that's just the way I am. I'm a personable person. And it also helps me to bring my anxiety down, because I'm in that sales mode, and I know that. And I know that 1 or 2 things are fixing to happen. I'm about to close, or I'm about to be sent out the door. So I want to bring the temperature of the room down, if you will. Okay. And let them know that I'm the same person they are. Now, I'll tell you something else I do. I've stood on stages in front of 10,000 people dressed this way. So don't say, oh my gosh, I would rather go. I wear a nice polo shirt. Okay. Sometimes I'll wear a nice collarless button-up shirt. I wear blue jeans that are nice and pressed. Now, I do press my blue jeans. They're pressed, they're creased. And I wear white tennis shoes. I wear white Nikes. They don't have any color on them. They're solid white. And that's what I wear when I go out. I've always dressed like that. I don't dress up because most of the places I'm hitting, especially, unless I'm going and talk to an executive at a nice place, I might put on a jacket, but I've done very well with myself. So I'm good with that. You may want to dress, maybe you want to wear some khaki pants or something. That's fine. But I don't try to look salesy when I walk in the door. I don't walk in with a briefcase. I don't walk in with a bunch of paperwork. I don't walk in with anything in my hand at all. I've got a beacon in my pocket and a phone in my back pocket. Why? Because I'm just somebody that's walking in, checking things out. That's who I am. And I say, hey, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is. How's business doing? Man, it's really great. Man, that's awesome. What do you attribute that to? You see, I want him to talk about himself. What do people like doing more than anything? They like talking about themselves. They like talking about their business. They're extremely proud of their business, okay? They have put their lifeblood, their hard work, everything they've done, they've put into that business. So they want to talk about that. And so how do you get them talking about that? How's business? Man, it sucks. It's absolutely terrible. It's the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. I don't understand what's going on. Well, you know what? I've talked to other business owners around here, and they say the same thing. What do you attribute that to? Hang on just 1 second. Just 1 second. I'll fix to hush my. She minds better than any child I've ever had. So think about this for just one moment. You've got them talking and you've got them telling you everything you need to know about their business by simply asking, how's business and what do you attribute that to? If their sales are great, what do you attribute that to? Well, I run a marketing campaign in the weekly newspaper. I do this, I do that. And they tell you exactly what you want to hear. Now, remember, I said, do not walk in with with paper. Don't walk in with a pad. Take mental notes. Okay, I have a tough time doing that because my attention span is all over the place. But take mental notes of what they're saying. Hey, it's great because I do this. Now they're telling you how they market. Now they're telling you that they spend money in the newspaper. They're telling you that they put banners out front on Fridays and Saturdays when people are coming downtown. They're telling you exactly what they're doing. Okay. So let's take, for example, I walk into a place and a guy says, hey man, business is great. What do you attribute that to? Well, you know what? I like bringing people in with ads on the weekends. And I hang a banner out on the front of my business. It's really bright and colorful. Hey, do you mind if I see that? That sounds awesome. Yeah, hang on just 1 second. I'll grab it out of the bag. And he shows you his banner. And now he's telling you what you're doing. Well, let me ask you a question. What other types of marketing do you do to increase traffic? Oh, that's really about it. That's what's worked for me. Have you heard of beacon technology being used to reach out to customers? Yeah, but I heard it didn't work no, I've never heard of it. If not, they say no, explain what it is. If they say yes, well, what have you heard? Well, I had a guy in here the other day and he was filling me full of smoke, how, 1,000 people a day. Well, this is what I want to explain to you. And I'm going to tell you now. And I want everybody to listen to what I'm about to say. If you like hyping, don't. If you like showing results, let them know what you can do for them. Don't tell them that people are going to bust down their door. You know who my best customers are? People that have been told that beacons are going to have people busting down their door, because it's not the truth. Okay. Is it going to bring in footfall? Yes. Is it going to increase their footfall? Yes. Is it going to increase? Yes. Sales? Yes. Why? About 3 to 4%, maybe 6%. I have a guy up in Chicago that's getting a 13% notification return on his beacons, which is absolutely phenomenal. 3 to 5% is like really exceptional. Could you imagine increasing the revenue of a business 3 to 5% over what he's currently doing by pennies a month on Beacon technology? It's absolutely phenomenal what you can do with this Beacon technology. So if he says no, explain to him what a Beacon can do. Let me share something with you if you've got about 5 minutes. Sure, go ahead. Do you see this little beacon right here? This is called a keychain beacon. This beacon reaches out about 280 feet. And this beacon is attached to my mobile business card. You have your phone with you? Sure I do. And pick up your phone, put your phone in your hand, okay? And with your phone in your hand, you need to show him the notification that goes to your card. And then, do you have an iPhone or do you have a Android phone? I've got an Android phone. Is your Bluetooth on? Oh yeah, I leave it on all the time because it's in my car. Take a look at your notifications real quick, and you can see my card. And they'll pick up their phone. They'll pull their phone out of their pocket, and they will look at your notification. And the minute they see it on their phone, it's a wow moment, an absolute wow moment. And you say, you know what, Ed, let me tell you something real quick, what we can do for you. We can put your virtual business card on your beacon. We can attach it to the front of your store and transmit out your business card. And we can send out your coupons or whatever you're doing for the weekend and reach another 5 to 10, 15% out on these streets to come into your store. Now, this product is made for the Android phone. You can, listen what I'm fixing to say, you can receive these notifications on iPhone if you have a physical web app. But what happens is you're reaching out to about 60% of the market, 60% of the market that you would normally not reach out to. He sees the notification. He sees your virtual business app. His eyes are lighting up, and it's time to close the deal. Let them do the talking at this point. Let them ask the questions. Let them tell you about themselves when you walk in and say, how's business? How's business is 2 words. They will spit out an entire notebook full of stuff at you, okay? They will tell you everything you want to know. Let them do the talking. Ask leading questions, questions that have to be answered. What do you attribute that to? What do you attribute that to? That is 6 words, okay? They will give you a notebook full of information on exactly what they attribute that to. Now you're going to show them your product. Let them have that wow moment. And if none of you have sold beacons yet and had that notification opened in front of you, wait till you see that. And they usually, if there's other people in there, they will call them around. They'll say, hey, man, you got to come check this out. Hey, George, pull your phone out of your pocket and see if you get this back there in the back room. One of the most amazing things that ever happened to us is this. We went into an auto parts store, and the auto parts guy said, hey, man, he said, I'm not getting this on my phone. And the sales rep went over to him and said, hey, let me take a look at it. Well, he didn't have his Bluetooth on. While they were turning on the Bluetooth, one of his engine guys came from the back room and said, hey, check this out, man. He said, I got our advertisement on my phone right here. He had saw it. He was back there on his phone and he saw it pop up. Nothing else had to be said. Nothing else had to be said. And those are the wow moments that you're going to see. And it's going to be like, man, this technology is so amazing, because what you are doing is taking something out there and changing businesses forever. If you walk in with that attitude and that mindset that you are there to help them, and not everybody's going to say yes. I don't know. My closure rate's somewhere around on new customers on the first visit, somewhere around 30 or 40%. On referrals, we have a 78% closure rate. Know your numbers. We're going to talk about that in another training sometime. Know your numbers. Referrals are your key to life. Always ask for referrals. If that person is excited and you show them how to share their card and their virtual business app, and you ask for referrals. Hey, let me ask you a question, Ed. Do you know 3 other people who could use this for their store? Now, they're not going to send you to their competition, but they're going to send you to 3 of their friends who do something totally different. Out of those 3 friends, you're going to close 2.5 of them. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And those 3 friends are going to give you people. Even the person that doesn't buy is going to give you referrals. And now the next thing you know, you're doing 70% of 10 or 15 referrals a week. And now you got your business rolling. The cold calling's over. But you got to follow up on those referrals just like you do everybody else. You have to know when to close. When do I close? Carrie, when do you pop the question? As soon as I see the light bulb over his head and the sparkle in his eye when he sees that notification open up to that virtual business app. Ed, this is what we could do. I can have you set up today. We will have your beacon set up within 5 to 7 business days with your virtual business app, with your beacon in your pocket, with your beacon on the front of your store, transmitting your data. And this is what it's going to cost you today. And it's going to cost you XYZ a month. Do we place your order now, or do we place it after we go to lunch? Make the close. Hard close. It's not a soft sell. It's a hard close. You're going in to do one thing, get the close. If he says, well, I'm not really ready yet, is there somebody else you need to talk to? Is there somebody else that you need to run this by? Because I'd be more than happy to set up a time to show this to your partner. See, now you're finding out if there's somebody else is involved. You have to know that information. I would say that 90% of the people that we close on the first time, they're the decision maker. These small to medium businesses don't have to talk to a lot of people. You go to a larger business, they're going to have to talk to a board of directors. I try to stay away from large companies because I want to make money today. Don't get me wrong. I work with large companies all the time. Don't get and always do that. But don't set your sights on a large company and say, oh my gosh, this is going to be a $30,000 deal. I've got it in the bag, and stop selling. That's the worst thing you can do. That's the absolute worst thing you can do, because you will go hungry. You will starve to death, and the light will go out in your eyes, and you won't do it anymore. Go out and sell every day. Get off your butt and go sell. If you're going out and networking, talk to someone every single day and introduce them to this program. If you don't do that, you're not going to close them. You're not going to bring them on board to do this exact same thing. Get on Facebook and find one friend that you know is looking to make more money. Okay. Share with them. Show them your website. Show them how the program works. Show them how they can make 30% and 20%. Show them how they can build an organization just like you're building. You cannot do that unless you open your mouth and talk to them about it. I hear this all the time. Oh, this person is like a superstar networker. And then they sit on their butt and they don't do anything. You know what a superstar networker is to me? Someone who does it consistently every single day. Someone who talks to people every single day with a little bit of excitement in their voice, sharing with someone that they love and care about, and show them how they can increase their income because you want them to do it for them. That's a true networker. The sky, the pie in the sky and all that crap, that doesn't fly with me. Give me 10 people who have a burning desire in their heart to help other people excel, and I'll show you a real networker. And in that process, you will bring on and you will work with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands and thousands of people. But what you will also do is grow an income in this industry like nobody else. Why? Because you do it right, and you do it for the right reasons. So with that said, I'm going to close you right now. All right, let me go back here a couple of seconds. This is my close for you today. Each and every one of you that are on this call that are in business today, this is what you need to do. You need to get this package right here, and you need to get it, and you need to place that order today. Why do you need to do that? Because if you do not do that and you do not have this product in your toolbox, you are not in business. We're looking for people who want to be in business, that want to go out and excel, that we can help do this business and help you to get to the place where you want to go. If you want to do that and you are serious about doing what you do, you need to go in today and you need to get your starter pack. That's the bottom line. Make it happen. Let us see it happen, and we'll show you how to make it happen. Any questions at all? At all? Yeah, I've been selling for a little while. I was actually a Navy recruiter for 10 years. I was extremely blessed to be taught by the world's best. I went to Zig Ziglar courses, and but you know what? You can do the same thing. I've just been doing it a long time. I started selling heavy when I was 15 and been doing it ever since. Selling lemonade when I was 7. Out on a street corner, you know. Absolutely, Josh. Feel free to email me, Carrie@BeaconPro360.com. I love sales. I absolutely love sales. There's nothing any better. World Book, door to door. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, I remember growing up and those guys that come by, they'd come by and time after time after time, I would see them get that door slammed. And then one day we have a whole house full of encyclopedias, you know, so they finally got to my mom eventually. You know, I would tell you there's two of the highest paid door-to-door salespeople in the world are encyclopedia salesmen and vacuum cleaner salesmen. Yep, vacuum cleaners. I had a friend that was a multi-millionaire. He actually had a tree and a swimming pool in a river in the middle of his house. He sold rainbow vacuum cleaners. Multi-millionaire. I always had the utmost respect for him because that's hard sales right there. That's hard. If you can do that, you can do anything. Any questions at all? Everybody know this. We are here to help you. We love you. We care about you, and we want you to succeed. There's not a single person on the BeaconPro 360 team that does not want you to excel. I will see everybody on Thursday if there's no more questions. We're going to talk about how to make money with the program on Thursday. I was going to do it today and was on some calls right up till training time. But we'll talk about that on Thursday. But I can tell you this. If you don't get off your butt and make something happen, you'll be sitting there next week wondering why it didn't. Everybody have a great day. God bless. I will see you Thursday at 11:30 Central, 12:30 Eastern, 10:30 Mountain, and 9:30 Pacific. Have a great, great day. Thank you, Susan. Thank you.